Right, so what we're doing today is on the church windows, and we're going to try and make it look a little bit like louvers. So I'm going to show you how I did that. This is the part what goes in. There's 8 of these, believe it or not, at the top of this church. This is the last one we've got to do. So what I've done is mark it all out on a piece of 3mm board. I've scribed them all in with my scriber, and what I'm going to do now is go through, just re-scribe them again, the small lines. These are the sections we'll be cutting out. A little bit tricky, it's a bit different to what we'd normally do. It is, like I said, it's a project we've not really, well, we probably wouldn't repeat. It's a big church, it's what these couple wanted, so we're going to go for it and we're going to have a go at it. But it will be a one-off, as it's a lot more work than we anticipated ourselves. So I've gone back over them again, and I thought I'd show you this because it's small. Do you know what I mean? So it shows you how you can do these things. So I'm going to cut down either side of these, remembering not to go too far with the back of the blade so you don't come into the other parts. The same on the other side. We didn't actually make an exact copy of the window, we just put what we could do as a modeler for a building what's going to go outside. We did what we could, as much as we would possibly do ourselves. It's a representation of the church, because if we'd have built it completely as it was, or even attempted it, would have been a lot bigger than it is. And to build a scale model of that size, I don't think it would be quite a job to do. So it's like a representation. We asked the couple, we told them right from the off, we can build something that looks like what you wanted, but it won't be exact. So what I'm doing now is just making the louvers. And as you see, what I normally do is turn it round and cut back on myself. So I'm not going near any of the edges. And the same with the top one. It does need to be done, that bit. And that's all them cut through. Now obviously to stick a knife in these and try and cut these little bits out, you would damage them again. So what I did was a tiny little watchmaker screwdriver, literally put it onto the edge I need to cut and just tap it through in each one. It's been entertaining to draw this church. We're nearly finished now. We're going to a point where it can go to its home in just outside of Liverpool, in it.
Southport.
Southport. That's where it's going to go live. So there we are. So I've pushed them, cut them through. And this is a little thing you could do if you wanted to do something really small. This would be a way of doing it so you're not damaging all the rest of it. Pop them out, make sure you've done them out, that's it. And then just take them from the back. There's always one wants to be a little bit tougher than the other. Like I say, the one thing you shouldn't do is force them. So that's them cut out like that. And then what we've decided to do, well, just to give them a little bit of shape, I got a 1/2 inch chisel, B&Q, obviously, as it says it on it. Use it as a pencil, stick it on the back edge and just rub it down.
So you're doing that at an angle?
So it's at a slight angle. So it's just pushing the back edge backwards just slightly. And just a little bit on the front bit there. Same on the other side.
It's not so easy to show this part with your...
No, not with me holding it as tight as I
Well,
am.
with it being so small and you've got to hold it, it's your hands do tend to cover up quite a bit, but that's looking okay.
So that's the first part. And then what I did was I turned it round as we would do the other way and then just come back on myself.
These louvers, we believe, are actually made of the stone, so they're not actually wooden louvers.
No, yes, they definitely look
So
stone.
if you do get a few little marks in, it's not going to look out of place. They are quite difficult to sand down because of the PVC Foamex board. It's got a film on it, so if you're going to paint them you need to really sand them, and what we tend to use is a nail file to get between the louvers.
So I try and give them a little bit of a rub while I'm doing them.
Do it gently because it is fragile.
And then a little bit finer paper. Try and get off some of it. It's not easy. And then we've got just the other part. So what we're going to do is just cut around these. Again, I've scrabbed them in. And if you feel as though you just want to go a bit deeper on these particular points, then yeah, I would do it. So again, it's just carefully getting your knife in, follow that curve round. Same with that one. Same with the two going down. It's nice and gentle. And then same with them, we're going round there. Gives me practice for the windows because I think there's hundreds on them. And then just release the corners exactly the same as you would normally. And then again, just pop them out. And then literally follow your groove which you put in originally. The way I did this, as I cut a window out, I kept the blank, the shape, drops it on and drew around it. So I know it roughly fits when it goes back in. So as that goes on there. And that's it. That's another one made.